So far we have this list that shows up here with list items based on the previous video. Now what we're going to do in this video is we're going to add some handling of this event. So what happens if you click on lemon chicken? Some action should happen. Okay, so what we're going to do for that is we're going to move this variable out of this method. We're going to put it here, global to the class, because we're going to need to use it in an inner class, and this is just an easy way to use it in an inner class. There are other ways to do that, but for simplicity I'm just going to move this variable outside. And what I'm going to do with my recipes, remember my recipes is the list view that I'm using, is that list with all the recipes that through the adapter actually was able to display the array titles, okay, which is in the end this one. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add an on item click listener to the recipes list view. So I'm going to type recipes dot set on item click listener. There you go. Whoops. On item click listener, and there I just need to pass here an on item click listener, but since I don't have one and this is going to be just very simple, I'm going to create one right here. New on item click listener. That will create everything. And here's what's going to happen now. Inside this method, I can do whatever I want when an item is clicked. When you click on an item for the list, right, the on item click event is triggered, and it gives me an adapter view, a view, and here's one very important piece of it, this int I, which tells me the position of the tab that was clicked, and that's what we're going to use right now. Okay, and we're going to when I click on an item, I'm just going to print a message on the screen. So I'm going to say toast, which is a way to put like little messages on the screen. Make text. For context, I'm going to use my recipes activity dot this. The recipes activities refers to my main class recipes activities. Whenever I need to refer an instance of a class inside its inner class, remember this is an inner class right here because it's a new class, right? So whenever I create an instance of a class inside an inner class, whenever I want to reference that, I need to put the name of the class dot this. Dot this is a reference to the class that to the recipes activity instance that is engulfing the inner class. Then the next parameter here is a string, so I'm going to say you like, and then the titles sub I. So it's going to say if you tap on the goulash tab, it's going to say you like goulash. If you tap on the lemon chicken, it's going to say you like lemon chicken, and so on and so forth. And now the next parameter here is the duration of this toast. And there are some set durations. So for example, length long, that is going to show it for a longer time than length short. And then you just say dot show. That will create a message on the screen. So let's run it and see what happens. I'm going to run it in the emulator, that's right. And let's see what happens. And here we have the list. And if I click, for example, on lemon chicken, you see that there's this message at the bottom, you like lemon chicken. If I click on goulash, it says you like goulash. So what we've done right now is we have added an event to the list. So now I can control every time the user taps on one of these cells, I can do something. In my case, I decided to just simply display a message, but you can do whatever it is that you want to do after that.